guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review over, drumroll please, boom, the new Morphe and KathleenLights collab. She paired up with Morphe on an eyeshadow palette. Let me tell you now, it is gorgeous. I'm actually wearing some of the eyeshadow today. I will show you which exactly eyeshadows I'm wearing. But it is a beautiful palette, and I'm here to show you guys some swatches of it and let you guys know my thoughts on it. So let's just jump right in. It came in this really cute package. It says Morphe and KathleenLights, and it has lights. I think it's so cute. You know, it has her face on the back. She is the cutest thing. And just a message to all of the people who have bought the palette. And it's a really cute palette. It's red, and the design, some of my fingerprints. It's magnetic, so it opens and closes like that, which I personally like that type of style of palette. But I have used this, so it's a little messy. Like I said, I used it today for the very first time. I swatched it already, but this is the first time I actually put it on, and it was so pigmented when I touched my crease to do the crease shade. Boom, just like powerful impact of color. So these are the beautiful colors. Some of these shades are exclusive to this palette, and the other ones they already have in other palettes or just on their website individually, I believe. But I know at least 4 or 5 of these were actually created by Kathleen for this palette, and you won't see them in any other Morphe palette. So I will just jump right in to the swatches, and I will let you guys know if it's a shimmer or if it's a matte, and let's just get started. I'm just going to swatch them on the back of my dry hand. I'm going to do the first row, second row, and then third row, if I can fit them all in my hand. If not, I'll let you guys know. But I'm just going to swatch like regular, you know, you just rub on it. I'm going to rub all of them. Well, 4, and then I'll do the thumb with this one. But the first one is a shimmer. It's white, so I'm going to do it like this. Ooh, so pretty. It's actually what I'm wearing in my it's my inner corner highlight. Very pigmented and very beautiful, especially for that highlight. The second one is this, kind of the same shade, but it's a matte. And boom. Not too bad. I actually used it as a base before I put the color eyeshadows on. I just put it over my eyelid as a base. The next one is kind of that burnt orange color. Not too bad. That one's a really beautiful gold shimmer. That burnt orange one is a matte, but the next one is like that gold color, and it's really shimmery and really beautiful. And then kind of like this brownish red shimmer. Wow, it's so pigmented that one was, wow. But that light matte one, it's kind of like a bone shade almost, or like an off-white. I'll hold this palette up so you guys can see. That's the top row. So this one was that first shade that I swatched, so like the shimmery white one, and then this is the matte under it. You can't really tell on my skin tone, but I am fair. On others, you could probably tell. This is like the burnt orange tan, which was a matte, and that's the third shade right there in the middle. And then this gold shimmery one, which is very beautiful. See, when you put it in the light, it's shimmering. It's really beautiful. And then this one is like that reddish, I don't know, like a reddish brown almost. It's really beautiful and shimmery. And that was just one, you know, like little swipe of my finger on it. It's so pigmented. We're going to go in with that second row. So I'm just going to do this and show you guys. Woo. Okay, so that first one was kind of like almost like a cool tone brown with some gray undertone. It's not too bad. It's pigmented, but it's kind of chalky feeling, that one was. The second one is kind of like a light mauve-y. It's a shimmer. This one is a matte. This one's a shimmer. Okay, so this one's kind of like a light mauve with like a purple undertone. Oh, excuse me. Not too bad. This next one's a shimmer. Also not bad. This next one's actually all over my lid. It's like a light cranberry shade. Oh, that was my pinky, so the swatch is not that great. It's kind of small, but it's like a light cranberry. And then this next one is really pigmented. It's what I used in my crease, and it's like a deep cranberry. Wow. That was just one swipe of my thumb, guys. So in this palette so far, you know, there's going to be some hits and some misses where, you know, some aren't as pigmented or don't transfer onto the skin as well. But I think we can all agree that this cranberry shade is not lacking in pigment, and it goes on great. Like, it's in my crease. Like I said, I have this light cranberry shade all over the lid, and then I just put in my crease this dark, deep cranberry shade. Very beautiful. Last and final row. And it's all of these, so you get some cool tones, you know, some warm tones, and we got a basic black, which I think every palette should have a black. In case you don't want to use an actual eyeliner, you can just go in with a black for like an eyeliner, or even just to to create a smoky eye. So it's always important to have a black. Those greens I'm really excited about. I like color though. So I'm going to swatch that kind of almost forest green. Oh, it's really pretty. It's a shimmery, by the way, as you guys can tell in the light. It's a shimmer. Excuse me. It's a shimmery. It's a shimmer, as you guys can tell in the light. It's, I would say it's kind of like a mossy green color. The second one is like an emerald green. Wow. Wow. That is gorgeous. I'm so excited to wear that on my lids. That green is gorgeous. It's a shimmer. Wow. As you can tell, I'm very excited about this. As you can tell from my smile. The next one is like a brown. Almost like a rusty brown. It's a matte. I would say that's very pigmented for it. The next one's kind of like almost like a tan mustard. Very pigmented. It's a matte. That can be interesting on the eyes. I can't wait to use it. I'm going to put the black down here. It's pigmented. It kind of wore off right here on the end as I was trying to swatch it. But the feel of it is so chalky. It's pigmented, like I said, but it almost feels like charcoal, kind of, the feeling of it. I'm not a fan of the way it feels. The pigmentation isn't bad on it whatsoever. But I would have to say those greens are popping, and I love those greens. So those were all the swatches of the shadows. They don't have names to them, or else I would have said the names, you know, as I went along. But what I can say about it is that that matte white shade might be a little bit hard to pick up on my skin. On other people's skin, it might be different. On my skin, you couldn't really tell, you know, on the back of my hand. But as far as pigmentation goes, I feel like maybe one or two aren't that pigmented, but the rest of them are pretty well pigmented. From the feel of them that I got of swatching it, most of them feel like they're going to be pretty easy to blend out onto the eyes. Although I don't know about the black really transferring well. The cranberry shades, they blended really well, especially that dark cranberry shade. Right when I put it onto my crease, it was just like, boom, a pop of color. I have to say the cranberry shades are very pigmented. Those greens are highly pigmented. Very much looking forward to playing around with those greens, that dark, deep shade and that emerald shade. This was my first time using it, like on my eyes. I've already swatched it, like I said. I would say, if we're going on a number scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the worst and then 10 being the best, I would probably give it a 7. But that could change from me just playing around with it. From just today, the white shimmer shade was amazing. It blended well and it was highly pigmented on the inner corner highlight. The two cranberry shades blended well. They did great on my eyes. I can blend them out very easily, and they're very highly pigmented. But there are some of the shades, you know, that felt a little chalky and they didn't transfer well on the back of my hand. That could be a problem on the eyes, trying to get it to blend and look pigmented on the eye. A 7, I think, is a great score from 1 to 10. I haven't tried it enough to actually give it like a full-on review to just tell you all of the pros and cons, but from the feel of it, most of them feel like they're going to be easy to blend out onto the eyes, like the ones I haven't used. I can tell you for a fact that this white one is great for an inner corner highlight, or if you want to do it like on your brow bone, or if you even want to put it on tops of your cheeks, go for it, you know. It's great on the inner corner. The two cranberry shades, I used on my eyes today. They're great. These are the only 3 shadows that I have used on my eyes. So I can give you guys a 100% review on those, and I can tell you that they blended well. They feel great on the eyes. They're very highly pigmented. As far as the other shadows go, there are some that I know for a fact are going to be easy to blend and they're going to look great on the eyes, like those greens. I think those are going to look fabulous on the eyes. I think they're going to blend well. The black one, I'm not so sure about from the feel of it, but I can tell you guys that, yeah, I would give this palette a 7 out of 10. I haven't tried it enough to make it any higher, so I think 7's a good compromise. Morphe and KathleenLights both said that this was a limited edition palette and that once it was sold out, it was going to be gone. And unfortunately, it sold out within 36 hours to my knowledge. I got it the first day it came out because I knew I wanted it, and I told myself this is my last makeup purchase for a little bit. So I just went ahead and talked myself into it. It was only $14.99. I think it was yesterday or the day before that, Morphe and KathleenLights both said that they're going to be bringing it back one more time, and they don't have an exact date, but they want to try to get it out before Christmas. So be on the lookout for that. If you guys didn't snag this palette and you do want this palette, maybe follow Morphe on Twitter and Instagram and all that, and they will tweet or post about it whenever they do decide to bring it back. And follow KathleenLights as well. I know for a fact she will post about it. I do follow her. I think she's a doll. This palette is really good. In my opinion, I do like this. I own one other Morphe palette, and that's a great palette as well. So I had high hopes for this, and my hopes weren't dashed. I know that this palette's going to be great to create so many different looks with. So I say, you know, if you guys get a chance to buy it, I say get it because it's so versatile. It has cranberry shades, it has cool tones, it has warm tones. I think it's a really great palette, and for the price, $14.99, you can't beat it. So when it comes back, I know people who didn't get it are probably going to want to just snatch it up. So it might be best to follow Morphe and get on their mailing list maybe, and as well as follow KathleenLights because I know she'll post about it when it comes back out, and I know they're going to try for before Christmas. So run out there and try to get it if you guys can, if you want it. And that's the review on it. Gave you guys some swatches and just my thoughts on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to find some more products to review for you guys, and there are definitely going to be more videos on my channel soon. Right before I did this review, I did film this makeup look, so you guys will be seeing a get ready with me featuring this look. Basically, I'm just blabbing the whole time. I'm going to have to edit so much stuff out of it for me just rambling on and on, but I did do a get ready with me featuring this look. So you guys will see that too coming up within the next few days. Subscribe if you haven't for future videos. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this video, and comment below what you guys, if you guys bought this palette, what you think of it. And I will see you guys soon in my next video. Much love to all of you guys.